Hello students, myself Anuradha Bhosle welcomes you all for your online lectures. Today we will be looking to the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Students, in our last lecture we have seen the phonetic and phylogenetic system of classification. Here in this lecture we are going to focus on the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Students, the Bentham and Hooker system of classification is based on the natural system of classification. So, the two English botanists, George Bentham and J.D. Hooker, proposed the most accepted natural system of classification of seed plants. Virtually an extension of the work of D. Jesse and D. Candolle. They presented their work in 3 volumes of Genera Plantarum between 1862 to 1883. Bentham was well-trained botanist and Hooker was director of Royal Botanical Garden at Kew, England. Bentham and Hooker classified only phanerogams or seed plants. It is one of the natural system of classification because in this system weightage is given to all the characters which are available with seed plants. So you can see that Bentham and Hooker have focused on only seed plants. They classified this and published their work in the book or in the 3 volumes of Genera Plantarum which were in Latin. They have distributed about 97,205 species and 202 families or orders. They divide seed plants into 3 classes in sequence: Dicotyledon, Gymnosperm and Monocotyledon. The dicots divided into 3 divisions and 14 series on the basis of natural and visual characteristics, which provides key for identification. Dicot started with family Ranunculaceae having free sepals and petals, and indefinite number of stamens and carpels are free, where it ends with Labiatae having few sepals and petals with definite number of stamens and carpels. So students, you can see the dicots further divided into 3 divisions and 14 series. Here, the dicot started with the family Ranunculaceae and ended with the family Labiatae. So, among monocot, out of 7 series with epigenous flower, that is orchidaceous and staminal, were kept first and second respectively, followed by petiloid hypogynous flower and finally ended with Gramineae and Cyperaceous. So here you can see Kingdom Plantae, which is further divided into Cryptogamia and Phanerogamia. So here Cryptogamia is non-flowering plant and Phanerogamia are flowering plant. So in Bentham and Hooker system of classification, Phanerogamia is further divided into Dicotyledon, Gymnosperm and Monocotyledon. Dicotyledon shows 2 cotyledons and is with reticulate venation. Here they are further divided into 3 subclasses, that is Polypetalae, Gamopetalae and Monoclamidae. The Polypetalae has free petals. The flower contains distinct accessory whorls, that is calyx and corolla. The second is Gamopetalae, where petals are fused and flower has distinct calyx and corolla. The third is Monoclamidae. The flowers have perianth. No distinct whorls are present. The accessory whorls are absent, or we can say only one distinct whorl is present, which is called as perianth. So, let's focus on Polypetalae. The Polypetalae is further divided into 3 series, that is Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calyciflorae. The Thalamiflory has drum-shaped thalamus. Flowers here are with superior ovary. They are further divided into 6 orders and 34 families. The second is Disciflory. Here, the flowers are of expanded form. The nectar disc is present and the ovary is superior. It has 4 orders and 22 families. The third one is Calyciflory, where the flowers are epigynous or perigynous and the ovary is inferior. It has 5 orders and 27 families. So next we can see Gamopetalae, where the petals are fused, which is followed by 3 series, that is Inferi, where the flowers are with inferior ovary. It has 3 orders and 9 families. The second series is Heteromeri. Here it has 3 orders and 12 families, where the flowers are with superior ovary and the number of carpels are more than 2. The third series we can see is that Bicarpellate. So in this, the flowers are with 2 carpels. The ovary is Syncarpus superior. The flowers are with epipetalous stamens. The third one is Monochlamyde. So in Monochlamyde, we can say there is the absence of accessory whorl or apetals or with perianth, that is distinct calyx and corolla is absent. Generally, it is also called as the flowers are incomplete. It has 8 series. They are not divided into order. So here the next one is Monocotyledon, which is followed with the single cotyledon. Here the leaf shows parallel venation and the flowers are trimerous. The Monocotyledon are with 7 series. So students, we have seen the classification of Bentham and Hooker. But as we all know, every coin has some positive and negative sides. Similarly, there are few merits and demerits with the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. So let's look towards the merit of Bentham and Hooker system of classification. This system is based on actual examination of specimens and preserved herbarium sheet. Although this system represented a natural and not a phylogenetic approach, some aspects of the system does show affinity with modern concepts of evolution. Let's see how they show the affinity with modern concept of evolution. So here you can see the placement of monocots after dicots also appears to be in the accordance with the evolutionary trends, and most of the recent taxonomists are agreed with this trend. In this system, all possible characters have been taken into the consideration. This system still followed and used in number of herbaria and botanical gardens all over the world. So students, here we have seen the merits of Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Now let's look towards the demerits of Bentham and Hooker system of classification. The system does not incorporate phylogeny. It means it is not based on the evolutionary aspects. Although it was published after Darwin's publication on evolution theory. The position of gymnosperm in between dicots and monocots has not been acceptable and satisfactory. It is also weak on evolutionary basis of grouping of genera, families and orders, since some closely related families are placed apart. The placement of families like Asteraceae in the beginning of the Gamopetalae and Orchidaceae in Microspermy, both having inferior ovary, do not justify the recent evolutionary approach. Some cohorts which could not be satisfactorily placed by them in any cohort were treated as anomalous orders. So here we studied about the demerits of the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. So students, today in this lecture we have seen the Bentham and Hooker system of classification, which is totally based on the natural system of classification. In this system, we have seen Bentham and Hooker classified based on the seed plants into three subclasses, that is dicotyledon, gymnosperm and monocotyledon. The dicotyledon is further divided into polypetally, gamopetally and monoclamidae. The monocotyledon is further divided into 7 series. The polypetally is divided into 3 series. The gamopetally is divided into 3 series and the monoclamidae is divided into 8 series. So overall we have seen the classification system of Bentham and Hooker with its merit and demerit. So I thank you all for today's lecture. In our next lecture, we will be looking further for the Takhtajan's system of classification. Thank you all and wish you all the best.